By now, everybody knows how to train their body to become in better shape. That's no secret. Everybody, most people our age, young men, middle-aged men, young women, they're all in the gym now, right? But one thing that nobody thinks about is how to train your brain. It's the most vital thing that a man or a woman could learn to train, right? And in this video, I'm going to explain to you how to train your brain. Today's society is very interesting, right? Because everybody is stuck endlessly scrolling through their phone, watching short form content, bringing their attention span down to, I think the average attention span nowadays is about 3 to 5 seconds, which is very funny actually if you think about it, right? But how can you train your brain, right? Because there's so many issues in society. So many people are just stuck in their own heads. They are always consuming something. They are stuck on their beds scrolling through social media all the time, right? Well, how to train your brain is actually through meditation, right? Now, most people will click off the video the minute they hear that and they're like, not interested, don't care, it's stupid, blah, 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 right? And then there's other people who have tried meditation in the past and they're going to sit there and say, oh, that doesn't work for me. Yeah, sure, okay. Sure, it hasn't, right? So, what is meditation? Meditation is the practice of training your mind to focus and be present in the moment, right? It isn't about stopping your thoughts, but it's about observing your thoughts. And there's different types. So there's mindfulness, obviously, which is the type I'm going to get into. There's body scan and breath awareness. Now, I believe breath work and meditation are two completely different things for the purpose of what you're using them for, right? So with meditation, I am more so thinking about becoming mindful, yeah. Whereas with breath work, you're controlling your breath, you're controlling yourself, and breath work is a different topic for another day, right? But let's talk about meditation, right? So as I said, it's about stopping your thoughts. You're observing them. So obviously you can't make your mind completely blank. You know what I mean? It's not at all possible to stop all thoughts at all moments, right? So how does meditation train your brain? Well, it strengthens your prefrontal cortex, which means you will have better focus and you'll have better decision making, right? It reduces the activity in the amygdala. So in English, that means it lowers your stress and allows you to have better emotional regulation, which as a man, you should be controlling your emotions. You should be in control of your emotions, right? It builds neural pathways for calm and clarity, right? So there's certain studies, and like there's a Harvard study on meditation and brain structural changes, and they found those benefits in that study itself, right? Which is very interesting. Now, what I like about meditation is it also helps you focus more. So it's a cheat code not only for conversations and being mindful with someone else. So if you're in someone's presence, you can tell whether they are mindful or not, whether they are in that present moment or not. And if they're not, it's disgusting to see. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're talking to someone and they're not fully there. And you're wondering, like, why am I even bothering having this conversation with this person? It annoys the fuck out of me when I'm sitting there having a conversation with someone and you can see that their brain is traveling everywhere else but to this stupid conversation. Because I say stupid because to them it must be fucking stupid if they can't just sit there and listen to me and have a conversation. Tell me you don't want to have a conversation with me, or stop just fucking sitting there. If I don't want to have a conversation, I'm going to be like, I don't want to talk about that. Or if there's a group of people and I'm not enjoying the vibe, I'm going to get up and get the fuck out of there. I'm leaving. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't understand, right? So it helps you become more present when you're talking to people, and it helps you have more clarity. You're going to be more calm. You wouldn't think that, would you? Yeah, so it helps you in social situations. It helps you because obviously, as I said, right, I would like someone more if if I noticed that they were paying attention to what I was saying. So that works the other way around. Like, if someone doesn't feel like you are actually sitting there listening to them and wanting to talk to them, they're just not going to bother with you. You know what I mean? And I call my friends out on this all the time, where they're sitting there, head down in their phone, or they're sitting there and you're talking, they're like, yeah, yeah. Like, I just say to them, are you part of this conversation, or is this just me doing a monologue? You know what I mean? So it's very interesting that way. So, how do you start meditating? Well, it's actually very simple, and people online overcomplicate it all the friggin' time, right? Now, I would prefer not using apps, but maybe getting an app or finding an app might help you to start off with. So, one I've used a lot is Medito. Or if you go onto YouTube, you can look up meditation guides, and that should help you just start off anyway, right? But it's a lot more simple than you actually think it is, right? So all you need to do is find a quiet space, right? Sit yourself comfortably in this quiet space. Um I want you to do this now, right? So find a quiet space, sit comfortably there, and just breathe in and out, right? Notice your thoughts. So as you're breathing, focus on that breath. Thoughts are going to arise when you are focusing on your breath. And once you notice that thought, bring it back to the breath, right? It's that simple. So the 4 stages is you're focusing on the breath, you get a thought, then you notice that thought, and you move away from that thought and bring it back to the breath, right? But the thing is a lot of people say start with 5 to 10 minutes a day, but you don't even have to do that. 2-3 minutes is enough to start off with. And then, like in the gym, because as I said, right, so when you breathe and you get a thought and then you bring the back to the breath, that's like one bicep curl for the brain. So that's a rep for the brain, right? So you can start with 3 minutes, 2 minutes even, right? Or however short you want to make it, even if it's just 30 seconds. And then from there, you're going to progressively overload it like you do in the gym. So, to succeed, as I said, progressively overload it, be consistent with it, be patient, right? Progress takes time. And if you miss a day, just do the same tomorrow. Don't try and do double tomorrow, because so many times people will miss a day. So usually you have 5 minutes of meditation, or let's say 5 minutes for example, right? You have 5 minutes of meditation scheduled for today, right? And you don't get around to doing it. Then tomorrow, people are going to be like, oh, I'll do 10 minutes instead. Why? That's stupid. Just progressively overload it. As I said, miss a day, fine, whatever. It happens, right? But then tomorrow, just do your regular 5 minutes. You know what I mean? like, you miss one day, fine, whatever. Just don't let it happen again. Like, because you're starting a new habit of missing a day. You get me? So you're making it a habit of missing it. But don't beat yourself up if you miss a day. Don't try and do double, because that's just going to put a bigger barrier to stop you from progressing in it, and put up another barrier to meditating. So if your plan was to do 5 minutes today and you missed it, and then tomorrow you had 7 minutes scheduled, don't add the 5 minutes onto that. That's ridiculous. So be patient, be consistent, as always, right? And yeah, that's how you train your brain, right? So meditation can truly transform how your brain works and how you feel every single day. It makes you better in social situations. It improves your attention span, and it's the biggest return on investment you can actually have in life. You understand, right? So, action step for this video is go and do 2-3 minutes of meditation when you finish watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video to help the algorithm and help who you want to help with this. So find a friend who might benefit from this, who might have an attention span of 3 seconds, like most people these days, and share this video with them, and do your 2 to 3 minutes of meditation now when you finish this video. Don't delay. Have a lovely day, and just remember, the only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing. Mwah.